He was utterly heartbroken over the loss of his beloved, and the tears he shed formed a vast ocean. As he continued to weep, the sea level rose higher and higher, until everyone was nearly submerged in his sorrow. In the end, his mother, Mary, unable to bear seeing her child suffer, sent an owl to steal away his emotions, turning him into stone. Xiao Jie pleaded with the old man to help him find his younger sister. Initially unwilling to assist humans, the old man changed his attitude upon learning that Xiao Mei was a Selkie. Just then, the glowing specks began to dim. They were somehow connected to Xiao Mei. When the old man realized Xiao Mei wasn't wearing her sealskin coat, he grew even more anxious. Among countless strands of hair, he found the one belonging to Xiao Mei and used it to see that she had already been captured by Mary and was about to be turned into stone. Without her sealskin coat, she couldn't make a sound. If she couldn't sing, she wouldn't survive the night. And if she were turned to stone, the spirits would share her fate. Hearing that his sister was in danger, Xiao Jie immediately set out to rescue her. The old man handed him a strand of hair. By following it, he could find his way out. After bidding the old man farewell, Xiao Jie followed the hair toward the exit. When he reached the end, an image of his mother suddenly appeared on the wall. It turned out the strand of hair belonged to her. Through it, Xiao Jie learned the truth about her disappearance. To save them, their mother had chosen to leave, vanishing into the sea. In the end, only their father returned to shore, holding Xiao Mei. Xiao Jie finally understood that none of it was Xiao Mei's fault. He had been unfairly taking his anger out on her all along. A passage then appeared before him. Gathering his courage, Xiao Jie climbed up along the stones, emerging outside Mary's cottage. The spirit she had turned into stone formed a path from the past. As Xiao Jie walked by, each one urged him to be careful. Steeling himself, he rushed inside. The room was filled with countless glass bottles containing trapped emotions, and Mary sat by the fireplace. When she saw Xiao Jie, she didn't appear evil but instead acted like a kind grandmother, asking if he was cold or tired. The contrast left him momentarily confused. He demanded that Mary release his sister, but she insisted Xiao Mei was safe. Then, with the owl's help, she flew before him. Only then did Xiao Jie realize half of her body had also turned to stone. Mary explained that such emotions could bring unbearable pain and claimed she was only trying to help everyone. She offered to take away Xiao Jie's pain of losing his mother if he wished. Seduced by her smooth words, Xiao Jie slowly lost himself. Just as his emotions were about to be extracted, Gulialu's cry echoed from upstairs, jolting him back to his senses. Seeing his resistance, Mary grew irritable but quickly restrained herself. As she flew toward the bottles, Xiao Jie seized the chance to run upstairs. Mary used a bottle to absorb her own anger, calming herself before pursuing him. Fortunately, Xiao Jie made it to the attic in time and, with Gulialu's help, locked the door behind him. By then, half of Xiao Mei's body had turned to stone, and she was desperately weak. Mary continued trying to persuade Xiao Jie from below, but when her efforts failed, she grew furious again. The owl outside pecked relentlessly at the window. Xiao Jie attempted to break the glass bottles to restore the emotions, but they were enchanted and couldn't be shattered by force. He remembered how Xiao Mei had once broken a bottle using the sound of a seashell, but no matter how hard he blew, he couldn't produce the sound. Only Xiao Mei,